Did you know that with some vegetables, like the red cabbage, you can actually determine whether something's an acidic solution or a basic solution? Let's go find out. Welcome to Cubby Science. My name's Kevin. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. If you're not new to the channel, thanks for coming back. In this video, I'll be doing an activity called color changing liquids. It's the second activity in the my first mind-blowing science kit, and I will put a link in the video description below on where you can get that kit if you're interested. The purpose of this activity is to introduce the concept that a vegetable like red cabbage and the natural dyes that it contains will change colors when in the presence of an acidic or basic solution. So here's a chart that shows you the colors that the red cabbage dye, the natural dye, will change when in the presence of an acid or a base. So the materials that we'll need from the kit are citric acid, and these are prepackaged chemicals, citric acid, baking soda, and then red cabbage powder. There's a little story behind the red cabbage powder in that in the intro you saw me holding up a red cabbage. You can actually take that red cabbage, chop it up, boil it, and it turns a purple water turns purple, and that's the dyes that have come out. You can strain out the cabbage pieces, and then you have what we're getting ready to make in just a second here is the purple water indicator. So it's a pH indicator, acidity or base indicator. And what they've got in this kit is the concentrated version of the liquid water. So they've dehydrated this and they've got the pigments here, which we'll just add to water. So that's how this homemade pH indicator can be made. And then you'll need 3 plastic cups. You'll need the medium scoop that comes in the kit, the small scoop that comes in the kit, and then we have the stirring stick. And then the outside material that you'll need is just water, and I've already got that in 2 of the cups. The procedure that we have here, we put water about 2/3 of the way full in 2 of the cups, and then we're going to add a small scoop, and I'm not going to stir it at first, but we're going to add a small scoop of the red cabbage powder to each of the cups that have water in them. And basically we're just making our pH indicator. Okay, so that's all we need. You can see how it's kind of diffusing through and going through the water. So now I'm going to make sure it's evenly dispersed in there, so I'm going to stir them both. Okay, now here comes the change. For the first change, we're going to add baking soda, which is a base. So you're going to see a color change. I'm going to add 1 medium scoop. And you can see that color change. And that was the baking soda. And then now I'm going to add 1 medium scoop of citric acid, maybe if I can get this open. 1 scoop of the citric acid to the other cup of indicator. I'll use the other end of my stirring stick to get that mixed up real well. And you can see the obvious color change. So again, we've used a natural pH indicator from red cabbage juice, and in this case it's the red cabbage powder. We've just put it in water so it is ready to react to the acid or base. In this case, this was baking soda. It is a base. You can see the color change there. And then this was citric acid, and you can see the color change there. Now the next step that we're going to do is, in the third cup, we're actually going to take and we're going to pour about 1/3 of the basic or alkaline solution into the cup first. And now we're going to take and pour about 1/3 of the acidic solution into the middle cup. And we get back to our neutral position. The pH scale runs from 0 to 14, with 7 being neutral, which is not acidic, not basic or alkaline. So now you can see those colors. If I want to try to get it back to the right purple of our beginning, I can just keep adding until it gets to where I think is the neutral purple. Now this activity was meant to introduce the concept of pH and how the pH indicates an acidic or a basic solution. And where is this common? Where is it commonly used? It's commonly used in things like a fish tank, in swimming pools. It's also used or seen in food and in soil. So I hope this activity has been helpful. Thank you for watching. I hope that you'll come back. Please consider subscribing and then hitting the notification bell so that you won't miss out on anything. And I'll see you next time.